Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for joining us today, and happy holidays to everybody. My name is Joni Ogg, and on behalf of travelprofessionalnews.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and I thank you for taking time out of your day to join us. And with us today are lovely ladies from Nexion Travel Group. We have Carlin Okamura, Wendy Graziano, and Erica Banghart. And let me just give you a little bit of history about these ladies and today history and what's happening today with these ladies. We have Carla Nakamura. She's the sales manager with Nexion and is responsible for increasing Nexion's membership with new, experienced leisure and corporate travel professionals. And she's got more than 30 years of travel industry experience in sales and customer service and training and support. She's really played a strategic role in growing the Nexion Travel Group's membership from what was 650 back in the day when she started in 2005 to more than 4,000 today. Carlin works and resides in Oahu, Hawaii. And Wendy Graziano is a sales manager as well with Nexion Travel Group. And she's been in the industry for 30 plus years. And that includes selling some leisure travel in a storefront agency and as a travel manager in the corporate arena. And she's responsible for recruiting top quality travel professionals who have a true passion to grow their business. And she represents Nexion's Travel Group at almost all of the travel trade shows and conferences. And she promotes the host agency to new, experienced corporate and leisure agents and agencies. And she resides in Sacramento, California. And then we have Erica Banghart. She's the sales specialist with Nexion Travel Group. She is located, actually, Erica is in the mountains of central Colorado. And Erica supports the travel leaders of tomorrow, if you've ever heard of that before. It's a great program with the interview process and the recruits that are new to the industry and advisors with Nexion Travel Group. She does this by establishing really good relationships with all of the individuals and sharing her own experiences as a former Nexion Travel Group advisor herself. She's got more than 20 years of experience in sales and customer service, education and training, and as a successful small business owner. So these ladies are highly qualified and they're all just adorable. Today's topic is effectively grow your business with a winning team. So remember that you're all muted, but we do welcome your questions and you can type them in at any time in the question area that you see on the right-hand side of the panel of your screen there. And when the presentation's all over, we're going to take as many questions as we can. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to turn the microphone over to the ladies with Nexion. So welcome, Carlin, Wendy, and Erica.
Great, thank you, Joni, and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I am Carlin Okamura, the sales manager at Nexion Travel Group. And as Joni mentioned, today I'm here with Wendy Graziano and Erica Banghart on our sales team. With over 26 years as a host agency, Nexion has really seen quite a few bumps in the travel industry road, but definitely the travel industry always prevails. And many of us have been in the industry for years, and we can attest to the fact that the travel industry is really one of the most resilient industries. And the lessons that we've learned along the way are even more important today. We know that we must all innovate, adapt, protect our businesses, protect your clients. And by partnering with Nexion Travel Group, you can all succeed in this unpredictable time. And we here at Nexion can help you with the support and the resources that you need. So today we are going to talk about effectively growing your business with a winning team. And some of the topics that we're going to cover includes why you should add additional agents, what are some items that you should consider, how to handle the financial compensation, how to be an effective owner, and what resources are available to you from a travel host agency. Now, just for some background here, Nexion Travel Group, we are a powerhouse host travel agency that supports all of you. We have been hosting since 1995 with over 26 years of hosting experience as an industry leader. We are the only wholly owned host travel agency company backed by our multi-billion-dollar company, our parent company, known as Internova Travel Group, and our sister company, Travel Leaders Network. So we empower our members to grow their businesses and increase their profits with our size, our strength, and expertise. Keep in mind that hosting is our only business. Here at Nexion, we do not deal directly with consumers, and all of our marketing efforts are targeted to help all of our travel advisors manage and grow their business. And for any of our friends up north, Nexion Travel Group Canada also has deep roots in the industry with over 40 years of experience as a Canadian travel agency. We are first and foremost all about the people who make it up, starting with our more than 4,500 independent travel professionals in all 50 states here in North America that we currently serve. And we partner with over 150 preferred supplier partners. Now, Nexion Travel Group's, our support staff and our systems take care of here, we're taking care of ticketing, we do operations, fulfillment support, and marketing services, which really frees up our members to do what they do best, which is making dreams a reality for all of your clients. And with that, I will turn it over to Wendy.
Thanks, Carlin. So, okay, let's go ahead and jump in. So the first thing we want to cover is the fact that we are not offering any legal service or advice here. If you're looking to grow your business, we do strongly recommend that you consult with your preferred legal or tax professional. What we are covering here is meant to be a series of guidelines and just things to consider. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So why are you looking to bring on an additional agent? This is a very, very important question. Are you looking to bring on somebody to help grow your revenue for your agency? Or do you have so much business you just need some help with the overflow? Maybe you want to diversify your portfolio and bring somebody on who can specialize, such as specializing in groups or luxury or cruises or things of a certain niche market. Perhaps you have your own other reason too. So one of the first questions you might want to ask yourself is, do you need an additional agent, or do you maybe need an administrative agent, or should you be outsourcing some back office marketing, social media? So it's really not, typically it's easy to not really think through all of these considerations. So you might just kind of think to yourself that this is a no risk way to add revenue to your business and have more people than just me working on this. And basically see that I can see what that might be a strong consideration. Now, one of the first questions you might want to ask yourself is, do you need, and again, an additional agent or an administrative assistance? Again, should you be outsourcing this? And it's important to refer to your attorney for that guideline assistance, an employee that will impact your tax status for your business in your state. So be familiar with the Internal Revenue Services rules as it relates to the states and federal government independent contractors versus employee laws. The IRS does not use the terminology sub-agent, which is used by Nexion Travel Group and within the travel industry. Items to consider when hiring independent contractors includes what? You cannot tell an independent to do what to do, basically. Where? You cannot tell an independent contractor where he or she can work. When? You cannot set the independent contractor's work hours. And how? You cannot tell an independent contractor on how to do their job. So you definitely want to know what expectations are desired by the additional agents. You want to choose wisely. A poor choice in additional agent can affect your agency and its reputation as much as a good choice can help you grow your agency and give you the support that you are needing. So remember, for employees, you're going to think of income tax, Social Security, and Medicare are withheld from wages paid, which are not applicable to the independent contractor. Go ahead, Erica, it's your turn now.
Thanks, Wendy. So
Sure.
let's talk about what you might want to consider when you're going to add an additional agent. So there are definitely some things that we think are important to keep in mind when you're thinking of adding a new member to your team. So first off, experience. Is the person you're looking at experienced, or are they new to the industry? What are you going to count as experience? Are you going to look at their personal travel as part of the equation, in terms of what their experience might be? How about their specialization? What is their area of specialization? Do they even know or maybe understand that specialization and having a niche is really something that's going to benefit the business overall? Or is that something you're going to have to help them to develop? What about how often are they going to work? Are they full or part-time? What do they want? What do you need? Those are important things to keep in mind. How about their sales ability? Do they already possess a strong sales ability? There's kind of a notion in business that says sometimes we're better when we surround ourselves with people that are different than we are. We have a tendency sometimes to go with like-minded individuals, people who are similar to us. And really, in actuality, if you're already strong and your sales are great, maybe you have the ability to teach somebody, to train somebody. If not, you might benefit from someone who is stronger in sales. So maybe you want to find something that's going to balance, someone that's going to balance what it is you already are offering. What about their personality? Hopefully you have a good feel for who it is you're talking to, or kind of what you have in mind when you're thinking of bringing on someone as an additional agent. But they have to have some personality, if you will, right? I think it's important to figure out how that person is on the phone. That really can be a good first step. How somebody sounds on the phone, how they come across to your potential clients. If you've had a face-to-face type relationship with someone in the past that you might be considering as a sub-agent, maybe you want to do a little bit of phone work with them. Give them a call, chat with them on the phone, get a feel for, what your sense is about how they conduct themselves on the telephone. So next you want to also think about, is this person going to fit into your culture, your values? Does that person, really understand what your agency is about? This presupposes, of course, that, you yourself as a business owner have thought about this and come up with your own sort of mission statement and core values from your company. If you don't have a strong culture within your company or really an idea of what that's going to be, then that's going to be really hard for you to translate that to someone else who's going to come on board with you. References. You really want to check references. Unfortunately, you really can't just take people at their own word all the time. It can be really hard. I think kind of general human nature is we want to trust people, right? Trust them until they prove you wrong. But when you're looking to bring on somebody as a part of your business, the business that has your blood, sweat, and tears, you want to make sure that you're checking those references. You're not just taking someone at their word. And, if you want strong sales, call somebody who can speak to that, additional agent sales ability. Ask, what have they actually done that's demonstrating the qualities that you might be looking for. So another thing to think of are goals. Are they a goals and results type oriented person? Are they self-motivated? Are they like you and would interview in the outside world for a real job? Think about that. You may need to delve into, ask a bunch of those open-ended questions, kind of like you're asking your clients, right? Tell me about a time when you had to achieve a goal. What did you do? How did you go about it? Ask them to give you some real world examples of situations that they've seen themselves faced with. Another thing to think about is the technology aptitude of the person you're considering bringing on. It might seem to kind of go without saying, but if in addition to teaching, someone about the travel industry, if you're having to teach them all about technology, you're going to get tied up in a lot of different things, and that could be difficult. So you want to make sure that you're taking that into consideration as well. And then kind of the last thing on the list here that we think is important is, what do they represent in terms of a potential book of business or just networking opportunities? Who do they network with? Who is close in their contact network? You really want to be thinking about what potential business or networking opportunities that this person may present for you. While it feels good to maybe help somebody out who's new to the workforce, maybe you're thinking of bringing on a college student or a returning parent, that's all well and good, but you also want to think about, how it's affecting you and your business, and, keeping in mind that you're going to have to be prepared to fill in some of those gaps in, the skill set that the person, may or may not have that you're looking to bring on board. So with that said, let's turn it over to Carlin to talk about financial compensation.
Thank you, Erica. Those are definitely a great list of considerations that you just went over. Alrighty, so today is all about the basics, and nothing gets more basic than our need to know how we're going to make money. So it stands to reason that you really need to consider how you will pay your subagent, right? So let's talk about some of the things that you should be thinking about as you start going down that path. Now, before you begin this process, consider how much commission that you're going to be paying your additional agent or your subagent. You may have a book of business and perhaps have too much going on and may want to turn that lead over. So if you give them a lead, then that might be structured one way. The flip side is, how much commission will you pay them if the sub-agent brings in their own lead as well? Now, they should be working on their own network of clients and prospects as well. So you may have that structured a little differently, because honestly, you know that this is also going to help your book of business, although they are bringing in the business on their end. Now, some agency owners may structure a higher commission when the sub-agent reaches a set amount of sales goals. So really, this is a good idea, having the tiers, because the idea behind this is to incentivize them. As you know, if they sell more, then you will also earn more as well. But this will also help to motivate the additional agent or sub-agent. Now, you may also want to consider the compensation split based on the original supplier commission or the agency commission, as in most cases, the host agency that you partner with also takes out a certain percentage. So you want to take that into consideration either at the top tier or after it's been reduced by the amount that your host agency takes. A few other things that you may want to consider, such as, are you going to subsidize them or collect a monthly fee? If perhaps you are helping to provide their business cards or phones or any office supplies, if you have an office location, or any products or services that you may be spending on or spending more on because you have them in your office or you're supporting them. So, your question would be, do you want to charge them a portion for any of those expenses? What about errors and omissions insurance, E&O insurance? Well, in today's world, you need to be careful. And this is something that I think some advisors don't consider early on, but you definitely need to keep it in mind. And what happens if there's errors and omissions, and how is it going to be covered? So definitely you want to look at that as well. And consider setting up a bonus plan. You could base this on whether they do some education specialty training or attend events that leads to increases in sales. And if they're starting to do things over and beyond even your expectations, then you might have a bonus plan in place that will also help to motivate them to do all of this. And finally, commission tracking. So think about having your agents be responsible for tracking their own commissions and having the bookings entered in a timely manner as well into the system. And now I'm going to hand it back over to Wendy.
Thanks, Carlin. So we've talked about what to consider and ideas for compensation structures. So next, let's talk about how to be an effective agency owner. So when you're considering bringing on additional agents, it's important to think about basically what you can offer your potential agents. Why would they want to partner with you as opposed to going out on their own? So again, you want to focus on basically what sets you apart as an agency. What do they get by aligning with you that they can't obtain by going out on their own? You want to have that business setup where basically you are a ready-made business. They don't have to think about an agency name or logo, as they will likely be a part of your existing agency. They're going to be capitalizing on the reputation of your agency. Also, another thing to remember is that they're going to be a part of a team. So this is a team atmosphere. So they aren't going at it alone. So you are there for guidance and support, maybe a little hand holding, whatever that might look like for you and your agencies. And also, incentives to stay, whether it's increased commissions or lead gen, maybe you're going to give them some more leads, things of that sort of you want to make yourself unique, and why go with you. And Erica.
Thank you, Wendy. So, how can a host agency help you grow your team? So we at Nexion are really excited to announce our new Roadmap to Success program. This is designed to be your personalized roadmap that's located in our My Nexion portal. And really what the purpose of the roadmap project is to give you access to courses that are based on your specific topic of interest. You get to choose the learning path that makes sense to you. This easy to access Roadmap to Success program really provides you with a solution for you to progress at your own pace. We've got 14 different resource tracks tailored to navigate through every aspect of each module. Whether you're new to the industry, have decades of experience, or are somewhere in between, you'll find hidden gems that will help you jumpstart and accelerate your business. You can immerse yourself, become proficient using our tools, and participate in all of our programs that are included with your Nexion membership. We encourage you to complete the educational paths that we created. The benefits are huge. This is really important when you're thinking of bringing on someone who maybe is a little bit newer to the industry. That, like we said, this is phenomenal for agents of all experience levels, but, a lot of great resources if you've got someone, as I mentioned, who's a little bit newer. Lots of great training opportunities available. And so, our program is carefully designed with a consistent approach to delivering the content. In addition, we identified specific goals for each module. We've got a brief introduction video that will be the first course in each module. And the video is designed to summarize what is covered within the module. Each module is going to talk about how to book, where to book, product-specific resources. We give you an opportunity to test your knowledge. We've got a robust travel industry glossary and supplier partner recorded webinars. And we've really strived to create a learning module that really contains everything that you need to be successful. You can easily view your progress. You can start a course, resume a course, complete it. We've got a completion percentage that's going to display your progress. And, in this area, you can take note of, the additional tags that are added. We've identified tons of keywords and phrases that are applicable to each module to really enhance the search functionality of the program. And then within each module, you'll find a list of courses. Within each course, you'll find the lessons that support the topic. So you also have the ability to search intuitively for a topic of interest. So you'll see on your screen here, for example, under adding a sub-agent, you'll see all kinds of topics, such as adding a sub-agent, a 3-part web series, that's going to cover kind of the basics, reality, and leadership, including advice from fellow Nexion Travel Group members who've successfully created their own winning teams, how to get started as a new member of Nexion, either for you or for someone that you're bringing on. And then we've got several references to our town hall discussions where we talk about, growing your business and adding those additional agents. And that's just a very short snippet of the list. There's so much more just under this one topic alone. You also have the ability to complete knowledge checks and earn certificates of completion. In addition, you can view your transcripts of all completed courses, and you'll have the ability to see course completion for your agents that are going through the training as well. So next, Wendy's going to talk to you a little bit about the technology we offer here at Nexion.
Thank you, thank you. So we also do have great technology solutions. We're going to give you a technology that does more so you can be more productive. Nexion Travel Group's robust technology suite is called My Nexion, and it's powered by AgentMate, and this is designed for the modern seller of travel. It's integrated with our marketing, and you can instantly see who's receiving marketing and what was delivered. With easily accessible technology solutions, you're going to quickly launch powerful booking engines for hotel, air, car, cruise, and tour. You're going to be able to manage your client relationships, promotions, and bookings through the robust technology suite. We also have a built-in CRM or customer relationship management tool. And we also have a lead management tool too. And again, this is all going to save you time using our efficient back office and invoicing tools. So at Nexion, it doesn't matter if you're an agency of one or if you have multiple travel advisors working with you, or if you're maybe a host of independent contractors. We have the resources to make your career as a travel agency owner easier by helping you, your business basically, become more efficient, more flexible, and more cohesive. So here's an example of the reporting that you can access to track the income and expenses related to your sub-agents. So you'll see here's agent A, agent B, agent C. So these are all going to actually have physical names on them also, but you can easily click on this drop down, choose the agent, generate the report, expenses, revenues, invoices, and things like that. Now let's go ahead and show you. You're going to be able to gain an edge for online website, generate leads, and power up your online presence with our Leaders Edge website solution. This is included in your Nexion membership at no additional cost. This is going to be a consumer-facing website which fully integrates with our CRM and digital marketing suite. It comes ready to run with the default design that is crisp and professional, featuring your agency's logo and contact information. And you are able to feature your sub-agents, as you can see, with Kelly Furtado and Todd Ulrey and Wilson Furtado. So you can have your whole team on that website. And now back to Erica.
Thank you, Wendy. So when you select a host agency, you want to partner with someone who's exceptional, who's going to be there for you, be there to support you. And with Nexion Travel Group, you can sign up with flexible membership options. We have a one-time activation fee per agency and no annual renewal fees. You get thousands of dollars of benefit with very little investment. And we're really the best value you're going to get as a host agency. You have your choice of plan types. You can choose commission splits ranging up to 90%. And if you're new to the industry and want to kickstart your business, we have our Next Start training and mentorship program. And that's where you start with 60% of your non-ARC commissions. And for experienced advisors, you can opt to keep 70 to 90%, as I mentioned, of those non-ARC commissions. You can also add on additional agents under our Nexion 80 or Nexion 90 plans. And our ARC commission percentages are going to vary by plan type. You can visit nexion.com/pricing for more details. Again, we don't have any long-term contract, no transaction or per invoice fees, and your commissions will be deposited directly into your bank account twice a month. So just a quick recap. At Nexion Travel Group, we're here to help you, promote your agency with ease and your value as a travel professional through effective marketing programs at no additional cost. We want you to work more efficiently and simplify the booking process with our tools and technology that reduce operating costs and enhance revenue. We want you to earn more for your hard work with top-tier commissions. We have more than 145 air, cruise, and land suppliers. and grow professionally with our award-winning business development and education. And we like you to plant solid, respected roots in the travel industry through productive and professional networking with the most supportive people and suppliers in the industry. You're going to be affiliated with stable, forward-thinking company. We are stronger together. Carlin?
Thank you, Erica. And before we move into questions here at Nexion, we feel it's always important to go over our vision, mission, and core values. So on your screen there, you can see our vision is to be the most valued and respected host travel agency, with our mission being to empower advisors, our members, partners, and employees with the most innovative partnerships, education, and support. And here on the next screen, you will see our core values, which are shoot for the stars, members first, we do what's right, and everyone is in. So at this time, we will let Joni know we are available. We're going to be answering questions here. And before we do that, I'll have Wendy just go to the last screen with our contact information. So if you do need to contact us after the webinar, please feel free to call us at the 800-747-6813. You can send us an email at sales@nexion.com, or you can visit our website at www.nexion.com and discover the Nexion difference. We also want to announce that all the attendees, we will be sending out a checklist, because I know we had a long list of great items to consider for adding sub-agents. So we'll be sending you a follow-up email, and we will be attaching a checklist for all of you who've taken time out to attend our webinar. And another announcement is that we do have a fall special right now that ends on December 10th. So be sure to visit our website, nexion.com/pricing, for the details on our fall special. And we look forward to speaking to all of you soon. And Joni?
Yes, hi ladies, that was fantastic. Some great ideas, and I think it's really timely what you've shared. You know, the new year's starting out, and we're all trying to kind of looking at the next year, going, okay, how are we going to take things up a notch? You know, how do we get a little bit bigger and better? And I think the idea of bringing on the sub agents and your availability for folks to do that is a huge piece that Nexion offers, I think personally. So I thought this was great, really informative. And actually that folks that are on here, I got to see the checklist earlier today, and it's just fantastic. So you definitely watch your emails tomorrow and make sure you download that PDF, because it really was a nice piece that'll really help you kind of step by step through the process. It was great.
Yeah.
So I do have a question for you ladies. Somebody's asking, where do they find the link for the custom, I think they mean custom agent website?
Okay, so if you actually go to our website, click on the Get Started form and give us your information, or if you call us and we can get your email address, we can actually send you some links to view the actual websites that we offer our members at no additional cost.
So, and your emails down here at the bottom of the screen. Pamela, who's asked the question. So Pamela, you just see that there, and you've got the phone number, so you can reach out to them to get that specific information. So that's awesome. Thank you for that. And I had a question for you. Do you have any suggestions? I know you kind of addressed this a little bit, but for folks to find sub-agents, you know, it's not an easy thing to do, but it's a really important thing to grow their business. Do you consider like people, they should look at, oh, I don't know, the folks they go to church with, or, you know, people that have just been friends who say, gosh, I wish I could be in the travel industry. Is that what's your recommendation?
You know, Jenny, I think that's such a great question. When we talk to a lot of our successful Nexion advisors who have, you know, grown their business, they mention that a lot of their agents come to them. It's almost like a referral process, much like you're going to find a new client. You know, it's somebody that you've maybe done a great job for, and they say, hey, you know, this seems really fun. This is something that I might be interested in, that I want to do. You know, and I think it definitely can come from, you know, those other social situations. It could be a member of your church. It could be, you know, a parent that you might know if you've got, you know, school-age children. You know, really, there are a variety of different resources. But like I said, what we tended to find and hear from our advisors is their most successful agents that they brought on were ones that sought them out. So I don't know if that's
interesting.
super
No,
helpful or not, but I think
no,
that's
it
a
is.
really interesting way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I might
agree.
suggest too, looking into utilizing social media. Get yourself out there and just say, look, I am inundated. I am looking to bring on some independent contractors. Is anybody interested in possibly becoming an independent contractor under my agency? We also have our training programs, like our independent learner training program. And if you are not an Nexion member, that independent learning training program through Travel Leaders of Tomorrow is $495. And that's 30 days of all online training to teach them the basics of like terminology and things like that. Some of the basics that you as an agency owner might not have the time to take: geography, terminology, open-ended questions, air, car, hotel, cruises, tours, marketing, sales. So it goes into a whole series, but it's only $295 by being under Nexion. So if they did want to add on additional agents, then we can always add on those additional agents, and then they can put them on that 30-day training program just to cover those basics.
Oh, that's great. Great suggestion.
Yeah, so that's something that would be beneficial also.
I like your
Right.
idea of the social media because, and
Mhm.
one of the things that I kind of, when you were explaining that I noticed personally is I think, okay, if somebody's
Mhm.
saying that, that means they're super successful, and I don't want to be with anybody that's not super successful, right? So I'm going to reach out.
Mhm.
It makes it look like you're so busy, because you probably are, that you need help, and that's a total sign of success. So I like that. That's a
Mhm.
great idea. Great idea, Wendy.
And
Well, already on Facebook too, they've got that new agent. You might have seen that, Joni, but I forget what it's called. But there's if whoever's interested in helping, I'll be happy to share that information. But on Facebook, there's already a new agent Facebook group that people can join, and you can go onto that group, and there's people that are brand spanking new. They're from the get-go, and so
Huh,
they're always asking questions on where do I go, which host agency is best, or, just asking questions about how the industry works and things like that. So there's definitely places that you can find people.
that's
I
awesome.
think one more is regarding networking, because I've had a lot of members that joined
Mhm.
us that
Yeah.
with sub agents where they go to trade shows or other events and they meet agents. And as you network, you find someone that you really get along with. Or perhaps this one gal that joined, she was like, I specialize in cruises, but I needed someone to help me with my clients who wanted like vacation packages or Disney, and she didn't have
Mhm.
that knowledge. So she met someone while networking at a trade show who had that background and joined her to be a sub agent to help fill that pocket or fill that need. So those are other things to think about too.
Great ideas, lady. Great ideas.
Absolutely.
Well,
Mhm.
fantastic webinar. I think we're all ready for a great new year, and this is a wonderful way to launch ourselves. So, folks, I thank everybody. Ladies, I thank you so much for being here today and sharing your amazing knowledge. You're so smart. You have so much to share, and thank you for that. And everybody else that's on the webinar, all of you agents, I wish you nothing but the best. I think this is actually officially our last webinar for 2021. I'm on break for a few weeks, so I'll,
Nice.
I'll miss all of
Great
you
for
guys, and
you.
thank you for all the agents that have taken the time out of your days to be here today. Really, really appreciate
Thank
it. And
you.
everybody have a
Thanks,
wonderful
Joni.
holiday. Okay, I love you,
You
ladies.
also.
All
Happy
right,
Thank you.
holidays.
see
Happy
you.
Bye.
Take care,
holidays.
guys.
Thank you, Joni.
Okay, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.